Hello everyone and welcome to class. This is a hip mobility class for everyone, but very accessible also for beginners. You're going to need either a chair, a bench, or a couch. I'm going to use this bar, which is what I have right now, but it should be sort of waist height. We're also going to use elastic band, resistance band, and some blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use some books, or you can also use a towel or a saran instead of a resistance band. All right, so let's stand up, and you're going to hold the wall, the chair, or the couch for balance. You're going to find your feet on the floor, really grounded on the feet, spread the toes. Make sure you're wrapping your transverse abdominals and you're not arching in the lower back, so you have a slight tilt forward, so you're lengthening in the psoas muscles, lengthening the front, and also not flaring on your ribs. All right, so find your feet, really find your breath, roll your shoulders back, and we're going to start by lifting the right leg, bend up and down, easy moves. So inhale up, exhale down. So you're just going to slowly bring the leg up, finding the balance on the left leg. Now, if your balance is really good here and you don't need the support, you can also, for an extra challenge, just hold your waist. Just make sure you're not arching in the back, that you're using your core functionally with your pelvic floor, your transverse abdominals wrapping, not bulging in the abs, and you're not putting any tension in the shoulders, in the neck, or on the face. All right, the next move we're going to do is you're going to lift the leg, hold it there, and then extend the foot, flex the foot, and then bring it back, bend it, and place it on the floor. Easy movements, slow control movements. So inhale up, extend the leg, bend it, and back to the floor. Easy breaths. Moving with full awareness and control. Last one. And now we're going to hold the leg bent and we're going to open it to the side to your full range of motion. So lift the leg bent, open it to the side, bring it back to the center, and then put it back down in the floor. So lift the leg to your full range of motion as much as you can. Lift it up and hold it with control. Open it all the way out and then back to center. Now, really important in this movement is that you're not taking your hips over with you. You want to keep your hips square towards the front and just have the movement from that hip joint. So not twisting with your whole body. Easy breaths. Just go at your own pace. No rushing. Gentle mobility. Very nice. Just shake it out a little bit. And we're going to change sides. So now do the opposite leg, lifting and placing it back down on the floor. Remember to engage your core, so you're wrapping those transverse abdominals, pressing the belly towards the spine, lifting slightly the pelvic floor, relaxing it when you inhale, and when you exhale, you're lifting it and engaging. A few more. And now we go to the second exercise. Lift the leg, straighten the leg, bend it, and down. Lift, straighten, bend, and back down. We'll do around 10 of these on this side. Lift the leg as much as you can. Try not to bring any tension in other parts of the body. Just the leg moving and the core working. Very nice. Now let's do the third exercise. You're going to lift the leg to your highest point, open it up, bring it back to center, and back down. So lift, open, back to center, and back down. We'll do another 10 of these, slowly, slowly, with control. Easy breath. So make sure you're also not holding the breath at any moment. The breath is smooth, easy, working with your breath and your body at the same time. Relaxing in the shoulders, really opening the collarbones, not rounding in the back, not bringing the shoulders down as you get tired, keeping that neutral spine Open shoulders, open chest. All right, and let's check it out. We go to the next exercise. So you're going to bring your left leg a little bit angled towards the side, a little bit open. So externally rotated, and externally rotate the back leg. And you're just going to swing the leg forwards and back, externally rotated, easy, just getting some movement as much as you can without any forcing. And then try the other side. A few of these just to get some movement in that hip, some warmth. Very good. All right. Now we're going to look towards the chair, and we're going to bring our left leg on top of the chair. The knee is straight in front of you, and we're going to bend the knee, trying to come towards the leg. So this is going to be your modification for like a pigeon, more or less, or like a low lunge rather. So you're going to go forwards and back into your deepest stretch here, into your deepest bend of that knee, and then back towards a straight leg. Just gentle, active flexibility here. Try not to bend the standing leg. If you need a little bit more space, do that. Now we're going to straighten the leg, open the chest, sort of in a cow tilt. Straighten the leg as much as you can, and bring your spine forwards towards the front leg, towards the leg that's on the stool, and then bend forwards for a nice flexibility hamstring opening here. Just relax over the leg and breathe. Try and have both legs straight as much as you can. Very good. Now we're going to move from both positions. So we're going to bend all the way as in a low lunge position, and then straighten the leg in this sort of a half split position, half Hanumanasana. So bend and then straighten the leg and bend forwards. Come up, stand straight, bend the leg, come towards the foot, straighten the leg, flex the foot, and bend over the leg. So really nice active flexibility here, and mobility of the hip and the hamstring. Work with your breath. Let's do a few more. So this would be your modification of that low lunge to half Hanumanasana position. If you have a hard time going in the floor, it's totally fine to just do it like this as well. We can just mix it up. All right, let's do the other side. So right leg on the stool or the bench or whatever you have, and just bending forwards and back, rocking forwards and back. Your standing leg, try to keep it straight. And try to find that sweet spot of distance between the chair and the standing leg. All right, let's go to the second exercise. You're going to stretch the leg on the bench for that hamstring stretch, and walk forwards, really opening the chest and the collarbone, like cow tilt here, and walk forward slowly, feeling that stretch in the hamstring, breathing into all sensations, trying to keep your spine as straight as possible. No pain in the lower back. Breathing into all sensations, trying to keep both legs straight, relaxing and releasing. Good. Let's move into the dynamic stretch. So you're going to go from the bent knee to the straight leg. At your own time, bend and come forwards towards the foot, and then straighten the leg, flex your foot, and bend over the leg. Easy breath, moving together with your breath. Without forcing, just relaxing and releasing. No tension. One more. Good. Now let's find the floor. I'm going to move the mat, and I want you to sit down on the floor, and we're going to find a straight spine. Open the legs, and you want to really sit very tall here. I want you to bring your feet together and find a straight spine, and not round in the lower back. So it's really important that you find this straight spine, that you come out of your pelvis and find your sit bones underneath. I like to take the glutes or that flesh out of my butt, just so I can really feel the sit bones on the floor, and I can feel my spine and my core working. So very strong spine, very strong core, and no rounding in the back, because that's going to put a lot of pressure in your lower back. If you have very tight hips, you might want to put a block or a pillow underneath your hips to keep your spine straight. So feet together, and you're going to open and close your legs here. So knees together, and just opening, relaxing when you open, inhaling, and then exhaling, bringing the knees together rather. squeezing using those inner thighs, squeezing the legs together and opening. Good. Now we're going to open the feet wider than our hips for our windshield wiper sitting down. So you're going to bring one knee inside, internally rotate one knee, and then externally rotate it. So we start with the right, internally rotating and externally rotating. Finding internal and external rotation, really important for pelvic floor health, for your hips, for your glutes, for everything. Now try the other side. So opening, closing. Find your full range of motion without forcing. Just really find what's available to you. The more you do it, the more rotation you're going to find. Now let's swing both legs at the same time for your windshield wiper. So legs together to one side and then to the other side. Easy movements. Very nice. All right. So now we're going to take the block and we're going to place it underneath or inside, in between our thighs. We're going to put the elbow on the floor, or you can also extend the arm and just rest your head there. If that works for you, that's an option. Or you can come into your forearm. Make sure you're not sinking in your shoulders, but really using your obliques to come out of the floor and using your back and your hand to support you. So squeeze the legs together, and we're going to externally rotate here the legs. So the foot is going to come up, the lower part of the foot, and then down, up and down for an internal rotation. Sorry, not external. So internally rotate. You're going to feel the hip coming inward, and then squeeze the glutes and the block at the same time. So you're working your inner thighs, you're working your pelvic floor, you're working your glutes, but also that internal rotation of the lower the leg. Very nice. Make sure you're not bulging in the abs. And let's turn to the other side. So if you don't have a book, you can also use a Pilates ball. You can also use a pillow for this exercise. Just be creative. Don't worry about it. So make sure you choose your position. You can either be laying down or you can be on your elbow. Make sure you're really strong in this position, not sinking in the shoulder that's supporting you. And start with your internal rotation. So this movement, you want it to come from the hip and from the bottom of the leg. Very nice. Squeezing the pelvic floor, squeezing and wrapping around those transverse abdominis. Easy movement, working with your breath. A few more. All right, very nice. Now we're going to take that elastic band. So if you don't have one of these elastic bands, no worries. You can use a surround or a towel, but it's really nice to have that resistant band that you can kind of stretch out. But a towel, a t-shirt also works. Extend the right leg and place the left leg on the floor, either bent. This is for an easier variation. If it's bent, place the left foot on the floor. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper for an extra challenge, you can straighten the left leg. And bring that right leg as much as you can towards the front. And you're going to do some small circles with the right leg. Your foot is flexed. So you'll find the resistance here. With the resistant band is really nice for strengthening as well as to work on that hip mobility. And now do circles to the other side. Make sure your whole spine is in neutral position. You're not arching in the lower back, or you're not rounding in the shoulders, putting tension in the shoulders. Make sure your elbows are on the floor, so you're not placing any tension or doing anything with your arms. Let's change legs. So flex your left foot and place your elastic band on the foot. And start your circles. So you can start with smaller circles, and as you get more comfortable with the movement and your hip gets looser and you find more space, you can start drawing bigger circles and just exploring your range of motion. Easy breaths. And other way. Also make sure you're keeping your hips squared and you're not going towards the side when you have the leg open or to the side, that your whole spine is not moving with you. Use the core to keep you stable, glued to the floor, and you're just moving the leg. Very nice. All right, we're gonna put the resistant band away and we're just gonna lay down. We're gonna do figure of 4 with the right leg. Make sure that foot is flexed. Open your arms to a T and we'll do some gentle rocks from side to side to loosen up the hips. Make sure you're not forcing anything, but you're just going to your furthest or your biggest range of motion here. A few more rocks. And then we're going to grab the thigh or the calf or the shin of the left foot and bring your knee towards your chest. And stretch your right glute. Easy breaths here. Good. Now we place the left foot on the floor. We're going to come up to a bridge with this modified version with our legs still unforced. If this is too much for you, you could just do bridge with both feet on the floor. But this is a really nice modification for mobility and pelvic floor. Good. All right, let's try the other side. So change legs, left leg in a figure of 4, and just start your gentle rocks from side to side. Arms out into a T shape. Deep breaths. Couple more. And we'll stretch the glute. So just bring that right thigh towards you. Grab underneath the thigh or on the shin, underneath the knee, and bring both legs towards you while the left leg is going away from you to feel that really nice stretch on the glute. Let's do the bridge position. So you can modify it like this with the leg in the figure of 4, or you can do it with both feet on the floor. That's fine as well. Whatever feels better for you. I like to do the modified version with the pigeon leg or figure of 4 leg. It feels really, really good. But whatever feels best for you, do that. There's always options. Very nice. And just bring both knees to the chest. Give yourself a nice self hug. Tuck into a little ball. Let it go. All right. The last exercise we're going to do, we're going to bring that block underneath our bottom or our sacrum, and we're just going to bring our feet together in a Supta Konasana position, in a butterfly position. You're going to open up the arms up, and let's just release the psoas here, the inner thighs, a really nice stretch. Take some deep breaths here. And you can also add some rocks from side to side. This feels really nice. Just gentle rocking of the knees from side to side, really stretching the inner thighs, the psoas, the pelvic floor. Focus on relaxing and releasing. No tension in the legs, no tension in the pelvic floor, the chest, the shoulders, the face. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. I like to breathe here through my nose. And exhale. You can even extend the tongue with that big sigh. Big sighs are great for stress relief, to reset your nervous system and release your pelvic floor, as well as you release the throat. As you know, if you've taken my classes, the jaw and the pelvic floor are very much connected. So just take some deep breaths here. Good. And let's bring this, the knees to the chest in kind of like a modified version of this knee to chest. We're in relieving pose. This is also really nice for your pelvic floor, but on the block just feels a little bit nicer. And just squeeze your legs towards your armpits, and you can rock from side to side as well. Here, you can do circles with the knees outwards and in to just release the lower back. Again, if this doesn't feel good on the block, just take it out and do it on the floor, but it's nice to mix it up. And we'll do a modified version of happy baby pose as well. I love this for pelvic floor release. So you're gonna either grab the inner sides of your feet for like a modified version, easier version of happy baby pose, or you can go to your full happy baby pose position, grabbing the outside of the feet and flexing your feet. Take some deep breaths here, relaxing and releasing on every breath a little bit deeper. One more breath like that, and exhale. Take the block out, and we'll just do some gentle windshield wipers just to relax the lower back, release the legs. and wrap up the class. You can stay on one side if you like and take some deep breaths with both knees towards the right. If you want to take the stretch deeper, you can do the top foot. You can place it on the left thigh. So this is going to stretch out your psoas muscle a little bit deeper. Feels really good. And then try the other side. So the bottom foot that you have is going to be placed on top of the thigh, stretching the front of that leg, the psoas, and even those abs on the left side, the obliques. Take a deep breath in. Let it all out. Very nice. All right, we're going to wrap up class here. I hope you enjoyed class. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what else you want to work on and share with someone that could benefit from this practice. I'll see you on the next class. Bye.